Okay, so this is my trade recap today. Bit of a sticky one to be honest, because we are currently in a market crash. We don't really know at the moment. No one really knows what is happening. We've got Japan in a 9%. What's that? A 9% recession. We've got the US market is just like, if I show you here, if it wants to load, US market has just crashed like phenomenally. As you can see, we are down on every single thing: Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Google, Amazon, Tesla, and it's not even by a little percent, it's by massive percents. So yeah, we're in a massive market crash. We've got flipping war stocks that are going up, so no one really knows what's happening. But what we do know is we are very bearish at the moment. As you can see, we started this last week. I took 2 trades last week that were bearish because obviously price was just bearish. We didn't really know there was going to be a market crash. I personally thought it was a retracement into EQ or something around here. Obviously not. We've obviously like ripped through that. So yeah, a lot of news came out this morning from Monday about Japan, about the US economy, Bitcoin, crypto. Everything has just gone down. I mean, Bitcoin's consolidating at the moment, but Bitcoin had a massive crash. If I look from here to here, it was down 29%, which is just wild. Everything was down. Anyway, getting into my trade, I was looking at ES and NQ. I will go over my bias, why I was bearish. I took a bearish trade today. Unfortunately, was wrong somehow. But yeah, I had a bearish bias today. Obviously, because all the news that has come out, for one. B, because it's kind of hard to trade bullish when the daily we're bearish, the 4 hour we're very bearish, the 1 hour we're very bearish, obviously until this little move here today, but 1 hour we were bearish, 15-minute we were we were bearish as well. So we were bearish on every single time frame. I was also bearish because we had these equal lows down here, or relative equal lows, and we had this low down here that price has come down. Hello mouse. My mouse wanna work today? Maybe not. Probably died. There you go. I'll probably keep doing that throughout this video. So yeah, I thought price was going to come down here, maybe have a little retracement, which obviously, as we can see now, I do think it's going to retrace into EQ around here, because we nearly swept this low, but we didn't. So yeah, I was wrong with my trade today. I'm going to go through why I took the trade and then why I think I was wrong. So coming into the market, we had news, we had PMI at 10 a.m. So half an hour into market open. Obviously waited for that to happen. So if we look, I marked out this 15-minute buy side liquidity here. Quite a standout. So yeah, we had this move up, created 15-minute buy side liquidity. We then had this move down straight after in pre-market that didn't take out this liquidity here. We left relative equal lows. So I wanted price either to come up into these 5-minute equal highs area around here, or take out this 15-minute buy side. As you can see, price, my mouse has died again. This is going to be really, 1 second, I'm going to charge my mouse. Right, I plugged my mouse in. So where was I? So we had a big move up, taking out 15-minute buy side liquidity, which I thought was anyway. So I went on the 5-minute, and as you can kind of see, we are chop work. Like the whole market today, I mean throughout the whole day, we've been chop work because I think no one knows what to do. On one side, we're very bearish because everything's crashed. We've had all the news come out. We're so bearish, everything, like Japan, all this stuff. But then on the other side, there's people thinking we're so low right now, we got to go up. So then there's people buying it, people selling it. No one really knows what to do. Obviously I was bearish because I can't really trade against the trend. Like the bearish trend is just so like stand out, and all the news is bearish. Like I could not trade bullish, even though I guess it kind of would make sense because we missed this low and we're going to EQ or this order block here or this market gap, which is I'll get into in a minute where I think I went wrong. But yeah, obviously price is heading towards there. Anyway, I entered, and we'll just quickly run through why I entered. 15-minute sweep was also in a 1 hour imbalance. We then had that created a big 1 minute fair value gap here with this candle. Price then ran through and rejected that fair value gap pretty strongly. It was also on the 2 minute. We had a 2 minute fair value gap. Didn't disrespect that fair value gap until over here, which is why I entered. But yeah, the 2 minute fair value gap, and we also had the 3 minute fair value gap, which also disrespected down here. But yeah, so we had a 1 minute rejection fair value gap. Price then came back up into EQ on the 1 minute, into this 1 minute imbalance. Respected it really nicely. We then had another 1 minute imbalance, tapped into that. Oh, nearly knocked the camera over. Tapped into that. So the order flow was bearish coming up to this on the 1 minute kind of, but we didn't break any, this is where I went wrong, we didn't break any 5 minute structure. We just about broke 1 minute structure, but preferably I wanted it to break this 1 minute structure, but I wasn't patient enough, I'll be honest with myself. If we look on 5 minute, we would have had to break structure realistically here, but price was just too choppy, so yeah. And then I entered on the move down from that 1 minute imbalance on the 1 minute breaker structure here, which was also the candle which broke the 2 minute rejection imbalance. I entered there, obviously put my stop above this 1 minute imbalance because there's nothing above it, and I got stopped out within 5 minutes, which was annoying. I also upped my risk today to 1%, or yeah, 1%, so I lost 1% on my account, which at the moment on my funded I'm normally risking 0.5%. I'm going to go with you a few reasons why A, I shouldn't have entered, and B, where I was wrong. Why I shouldn't have entered was because I wasn't really sticking to my plan. One, because I was so focused on being bearish, I was so focused on all the news that has come out. I was just looking for bearish trades, I wasn't paying attention to anything else. I normally like to see market structure shifts and things like that. There was not a single market structure shift here. We had 5 minute break to the upside still. We broke 5 minute structure, market structure shift, 5 minute, and on the 15 minute eventually. But the 5 minute market structure shift, we broke. We didn't have any 5 minute break to the downside, nor 15 minute break to the downside, and we just about had a 1 minute break structure, not even a market structure shift. I also think I was wrong, because, well, I was wrong, but I messed up because coming into the market, Nasdaq and ES were, I think, 5%, minus 5% coming into the market. So for price to, in pre-market, so for a price to carry on going down another 1 or 2% would have been like crazy. Obviously it could have happened because none of us would have thought this would happen, but it was kind of really unrealistic for Nasdaq to go down another 2-3%. So that's why it's kind of having a retracement up, but it's really hard to call that retracement, obviously. So yeah, I put my take profits basically on the lows here because I saw liquidity down here, and eventually I would have left some running down here. I do think we're going to carry on being bearish though. I think we are just retracing into EQ or this order block. If I mark out where EQ is, yeah, EQ is exactly where this order block is. So if I come back tomorrow or something and the price has gone into the order block and it's come back down, don't say I didn't call it, and I'm not the best trader in the world. But yeah, anyway, coming back to it, as you can see, I'm not really that bothered that I lost today because A, I didn't really stick to my plan, I'll be real, because there was no market structure shift, there was no 5 minute break. It was all on 1 minute confluences, and that was very, very, very risky. I should have seen that we didn't take out this low and that we were going to retrace back. But they were the reason I was wrong. I couldn't have traded bullish, to be fair. Like, eventually I maybe could have traded bullish, but there was just, for all the news that's come out today, there was just no ways I could have traded bullish. So, yeah, obviously not a great trade. I was also looking for trades on ES, and I was trying to force a revenge trade. But I stopped myself because I was like, I can't trade this market. Because honestly, look how horrible the first an hour and a half, even now, to be fair, price action, these candles are just horrible. There's nothing here to trade. So I should have really noticed that and just not traded, because like sweeping liquidity, I like price to sweep and then I enter, not sweep and then about 20 minutes later I look for an entry. So I should have noticed that. Lesson learned now. Just not to force a trade. Like, there's no need to force a trade. I was forcing it big time. I was getting FOMO because there is a lot of opportunity out there for day traders. Obviously, investments, everyone's down, crypto's down, stocks are down. So if you're invested in this, it's pretty bad for you. But for day traders that can trade the trend and be in and out the markets in a day, there's a lot of opportunity for us. So I got FOMO from that, which I'll stop now. But yeah, overall rough day, but not awful. Well, yeah, pretty awful, but not like, I stuck to my plan a bit. Obviously, I need to be more strict on myself and continuing from this, and especially the next couple of weeks where we see price, whatever price wants to do, if we're going to carry on a bear market or whatever, I need to be more strict to myself and not get FOMO. So yeah, that's all for the trade recap today. I'll be doing market recaps all week. If I don't take a trade, obviously I'll do a trade recap. If not, just recapping over market and what is going to happen over the next few weeks or couple months or whatever. No one really knows what's happening here, but I do think price is going to go into this order block in EQ and move back down. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow to do a market recap or a trade recap, depending how my day goes. So yeah.